to another episode of Train Lee Installs. I am Christine McNary, and I'm reviewing this locomotive that I just finished installing a decoder in. For the decoder, I used a MS450P22 and the corresponding adapter board. The decoder is mounted in the toolbox right here in the front of the locomotive, along with its speaker that I'm using on that. And I've done some custom work for the sound project on this. To start with, we go ahead and press F8 to start the sound as per my normal configuration. And then to turn on the lights, press F0. And that turns on, in forward, it turns on the cab light and the headlights on the front of the locomotive, or the reverse light when reversed. The cab light can be turned on independently and or overridden by pressing F5. This allows the cab light to be turned off, or when you turn on when you want just the cab light turned on, you can also just press F5 without the headlights. So, to start with, we have your normal sounds, your normal driving sounds. But you notice this is what they call a Shoma fire truck, or it's a Shoma locomotive that's been modified as a little fire engine. So I've added a couple of things to it to be specific for your fire engine. So we have your basic horn. And you actually play two different horns using the same function key. F1, you can play the short version of that horn. That's the short version. Nope. That was the long version, sorry. Here's the short version. It's curious, it seems to be looping itself. Or just loop it. And then of course, every single fire engine should have your classic sirens. And if you notice, when I play the sirens, the lights on the roof flash back and forth. And you play your horn while you're at it. And then, let's see. Oh, it didn't want to play the squeals automatically. So F5 or F3, correction, will turn off the brake squeals when it does it. F4 is the shunting mode. F5 I talked about being the cab light. F6 I have assigned to a auxiliary wire that I have in the top of the cab. For the customer wanted the ability to wire another light into the roof, the cab roof. And then F7, I have another whistle. Kind of a weird little sounding whistle. F8 turns on and off the engine sounds. F9 is a kind of an air release. And then F10 and 11 are your volume controls. So F10, you can bring the volume up a bit more. And that's basic on that one. I am leaving this one also open for the customer to add more sounds if they so desire. Thanks for watching, and once again, I'm Christine McNary with Train Lee, and I'm reviewing this locomotive I just finished.